everything that you need.
Alright guys, in today's video, we're gonna see if we can buy and modify a car completely. 3,000 bucks all in, not a dime more. And with the goal of me and Noah being able to purchase 100 cars this year, we gotta get buying. So I got cash and I just spent about 5 hours on Marketplace. Let me show you what I found. Now I have a few different contenders that I was interested in, but this one really caught my eye. It's a 2000 Mercedes S500 and it looks kind of destroyed, but they're only asking 1,800 bucks. Now, I don't know about you, these cars usually sell for a lot more money. But if you read the listing, the alternator apparently went out and it hasn't ran in a little while. So I don't know, but we should go take a look at it and see if it's a good buy. Now I don't think 1,800 bucks asking is a terrible price at all, but you know we gotta get it for less. If we bought it for asking price, that would still allow 1,200 bucks to modify it. But let's see if we can knock down that price. So let's head out.
If you don't know much about these infamous S500s, let me fill you in. If you were buying a car in the 80s and 90s, you knew that Mercedes was the pinnacle of luxury and class. You had to really be someone to own a Mercedes-Benz. And when this body style, dubbed the W220, released in the later 90s, they were seen as the best car in the world. With their tank-like build quality, vault door feel, luxurious interior, and truly bulletproof M113 5-liter V8, they were cars built for people that did important things. Fast forward 26 years later and they are an insane amount of car for the money. A car that really has true aura.
Now I only have one goal. It's to make this car as cool as possible. It's fine, we'll tape that or something. Don't worry about that. Now 1,500 bucks is an absolute steal, but the car currently doesn't start. The lady says it supposedly should. It's got a brand new battery that's dead now for some reason. Alternator, she said, doesn't work. So let's pull it in the shop and figure out what's going on. All right, guys, we pushed it in here. Let's take a look and see what we're working with. There we go, okay, so it's not broken. Look, we still got one of these. It means it didn't get stolen. That's cool. All right, what do we got? Hold on. I'm gonna pretend like that didn't happen. Ta-da! Huh? Put it in service mode. Oh, we can put it in service mode. Okay. What's cool about Mercedes is that you can do this. So when the hood struts go out, you don't have to replace them. Basic few things that we can check. It's a little leaky. I'm not surprised. This car is almost 180,000 miles. Look at that. It's got a freaking dipstick. It doesn't taste too bad. All right. So this is the legendary M113 engine, which basically is one of the most bulletproof engines that Mercedes ever built. I mean, there's examples of some of these engines existing with 1,000,000 miles on the actual original engine. So ours is at around like 200,000. So we're basically just barely breaking this thing in. But there you go. If you want to take a better look at what we're dealing with here, it doesn't look too bad. Look at that. Vacuum lines look like nice and rubbery. Everything looks like it's in place. Oh man. Oh man.
Straight up sludge.
Oh boy. Oh, that is literally just sludge.
That's crazy. It looks like chocolate fudge.
Wow. Oh well. One of my favorite sayings, guys, out of sight, out of mind. What is this? Is this a tracking device? No, this was, dude, this was literally just zip tied in here.
Does it say Mercedes on it? Because it says that there's a tracking device on the interior.
It says XM. Oh, radio.
Oh, yeah.
Made in Malaysia. Yeah, I'm like kind of concerned what this is, but that's a project for, oh, hold on. That's a project for another day. Anyways, how's the coolant looking? It doesn't look too bad. It looks a little low.
I don't think it's supposed to be orange.
I don't think it's supposed to be orange either. I think it's fine.
Oh.
It's got one of those Bluetooth dipsticks for the transmission. So if you can't check it, then it's probably fine. Anyways, let's get this thing started. So there is no jump point in the engine bay that I could see. Usually on most cars, there's like a battery junction terminal or something. I don't see any of them. So I'm sure you guys in the comments that have one of these, you're gonna tell me where it is, but I don't see it right now. So we're just gonna jump it straight from the battery. But let's leave this up. Let's go over the trunk situation. This is the little key inside the fob because the thing's dead right now. Okay, there we go. All right, there's the trunk. There's really nothing in here whatsoever. What is this? Sandpaper. We got 400 grit sandpaper. That's whatever. What else do we got in here? Police distress flag. Call police distress flag. Yeah, it's probably original. Probably sell this on eBay for some money. What else do we got going in here? We got some license plate frame holder pins and then like the factory net. And then under here, whoa, look at that. That's the factory tool set that this car came with. Extra set of like 5 lug nuts, lug bolts. Here's the battery cover. So it says, I think March of 26. I don't know how that's possible because it's.
She said it was a brand new battery.
Yeah, but our brand new battery is in the future. This is
it says March 26.
This is 326. Is this a future battery? It's currently February when we're filming this, guys. This is March of 2026. But let's check. She said that currently the battery's dead, obviously, because I tried to turn the key and nothing happens. Let's see what volts this is actually getting. And let's try to jump it. Let's check what this bad boy is putting out. Any guesses? The fact that like nothing turns on, it's just probably like maybe a few volts or something. There you go. 2.4 volts, guys. Wow. It's a brand new battery and already has, it's when you
future battery.
It's a future battery. When a battery has 2.4 volts, it's usually gone. There's no bringing that back. But we could try to jump it and see if we can get the car to start. All right, we got our Big Daddy jumper. Let's throw this on here. Let's see if we get anything. Yeah, I hear the fuel pump priming, probably because the trunk's open. Let's crank it over and see if we can get anything out of it. All right, first things first. Oh. Okay, we got some lights on the interior.
Headlights are on.
I'm putting all the windows down. Ready?
Yep.
She did say this thing kind of made a slapping or knocking sound, and then she shut the car off and then put it up on Marketplace. So that sounded terrible. That kind of sounded like a belt, though. It won't continue cranking. Oh. What was that? That sounded so bad. I don't know what that was. Should we try it again?
Yeah.
Yeah, we might need to just go buy a new battery. Yeah. We have a fully charged jump pack on it. Let's pull this battery out. As much as I want to try to start it right now, let's just go get a new battery and then we'll test it again. Oh, it's bolted down. Look how rusty it is on the bottom. Guys, no, I don't know if I'm like literally, I don't know if I'm stupid or not. It says K25 3-26. We're gonna take this, get a replacement. I already know that serpentine belt was bad. We saw it when we were at the lady's house buying the car. So I'm just gonna take it off. We'll take both of these to the auto parts store, pick up both. We'll come back and see if we get the car running. All right, there we go. Dude, this thing is just destroyed. Oh, look at that. This thing is destroyed, dude. You see it like melted right there. You can see it got really hot and like melted.
Yeah, this thing's fucked.
It looks like something's hitting it. So you know what's weird? It actually doesn't look that bad on the groove side, but for whatever reason, it looks terrible on this side. So on a serpentine pulley system, you have the part that rides in the groove and then you have the part that rides on the back of it. So I'm wondering, that's the water pump. Oh, I don't know enough about Mercedes, but I'm pretty sure a pulley tensioner should be able to spin freely. That is completely seized. I think that could be our problem. You see it has the same groove right there too. And you see how it's not grooved? That means that that pulley rides on the back. Dude, that thing is seized. Just to give you guys some perspective, this is an LS belt tensioner. See, there's a bearing in it. It's supposed to spin freely. That thing is literally seized shut. It's not moving at all. So this is an idler right here because this one doesn't tension, but it doesn't do anything. The alternator is spinning completely freely. I wanted to get the car running, put a multimeter on the battery and see if it was charging. But we can't do that until we get a new pulley. Everything spins freely. To be honest, we got to remove that. Because it literally matches the groove that's in this, we got to remove the tensioner. So let's get to work. I think this is too big. There we go. Don't let what people say intimidate you guys. These engines are simple. At the end of the day, it's just nuts and bolts. There's bolt number uno. I still have it all jammed together, but there you go. Dang, dude. There you go, guys. This is the tensioner. This is supposed to have plastic around it because the back of the belt is supposed to sit on this. You're not supposed to be able to see this metal groove underneath. And also, it literally seizes up. This is supposed to spin. I should be looking like this. It just spins. So the internal bearing must have just completely failed. Who would have thought, guys? So if we buy a battery, a belt, and a tensioner, we should still have a ton of money for mods, which that's all I care about right now anyways. Okay, let's go find one of these, slap a new one on, see if the car starts. All right, guys, we just got back from the store. Good news, they had it in stock. It's actually an OEM replacement. So there's the old one. I want to show you the comparison of just how beat this one was. Costed me $90 for a new pulley. And look at that. Do you guys see a difference? All the material was completely worn off. Actually, what's funny is this metal? Yeah, this is metal. Easy enough. Let's put the new one in. So this one actually comes with a pin holding the whole mechanism back, so it should be much easier to install. So we're trying to reverse the steps that we did initially. Way easier to install than take off. All right, let's put the belt on. Just FYI, if you guys ever take a belt off and don't look at how it went on, just look up a diagram online. So we'll put it on, we'll follow this. Should be good to go. Also picked up this, 20 bucks for this belt. It's a Continental, so it's pretty nice. So here we go. This belt is all fucked. It's not working.
Oh,
yeah, I don't know what that was.
I just filmed you drooling on the fucking car.
I didn't even feel that. This belt feels like it's a completely different size. Okay, I think we got it. All right. Let me just double check my work here. Using my handy dandy diagram. Idler goes around the power steering, then the tensioner, around the crank belt, then the AC compressor, up to the power steering. Okay. I think we put the battery in and crank this bitch.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna leave all the sockets here.
Yeah, just leave it, you know, the 10 mils and everything that can drop and, you know,
Yeah, so it'll fill in all the gaps.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, there we go, guys. New battery, 200 bucks. Yeah, dude, this car does have a stench.
Yeah, it smells like old ladies.
Your words, not mine. And by the way, I'm not acting for the camera. This is what's called an AGM battery. They weigh a few metric tons. Okay, let's put this back in. Now we don't know if the car charges, so hopefully we didn't spend a bunch of money for nothing. But I'm pretty sure we should be able to crank the car and start it now. So let's do that. Should I wash my hands? Nah. Here we go. Whirls, and we're not gonna worry about all that. As far as I'm concerned, this motor's running, dude. There's a little bit of noise. Here, let's go check and see if the battery's charging. All right, moment of truth. Because an alternator's like another few $100, so. Are we charging? I think we're charging, baby. 14 volts at idle.
So the alternator was never bad. It was the belt
So yeah, it was the belt slipping and a bunch of other problems, but
Which I had a suspicion because the belt was
Yeah.
so chewed up.
Yeah.
And I know that like you can't overlook that. So many people think, oh, it's the alternator. Check the belt first, always.
this thing stinks like gas, dude.
And the lady didn't really know what the hell she was talking about. She
Yeah.
said check engine lights are a myth. They don't
Yeah.
exist.
Yeah, she said check engine lights were a myth, but hey, I don't know everything. I'm not gonna question an old lady who's more wiser. Anyways, I think it's time to drive this thing. A little quick tidbit, if you guys ever have any greasy hands, make sure some natural grape pomade. Okay? Oh, hold on. The dipstick wasn't in all the way. Let's pull it out. All right, guys, literally just put my seatbelt on for the first time.
AC works.
AC works. We're driving an S500, dude. As far as I'm concerned, I'm a gangster from the early 2000s now.
I know. It's such a cool car. Dude, look at the center console. It's like this weird. Oh, it's got a cup holder for my cup.
There.
Oh,
Dude, no
way.
How do you remove it?
Maybe not stop in the middle of the street.
Guys,
It's got a fucking
genuine Mercedes. Yo, yo, yo. Where my drugs at? Was it a crime to talk on the phone and drive back in 2000?
I don't know.
I feel like that was like a newer thing. Maybe I'm just stupid, I don't know. Yeah, this thing's sick. I'm sure this is worth more than what I paid for the car. But anyways, this thing feels great. It already got up to temp, and so far it's not overheating.
It needs gas.
It's very low on gas. $1,500, it's not gonna fill the tank.
Should we test the sunroof?
That's a sketchy thing. Go ahead.
Oh, it's one of these.
You gotta hold it.
You gotta keep pressing it.
Wait, what?
Yeah. It does that forward, but backwards it only goes up one at a time.
Why?
That's how a lot of them are.
We got it in sport mode already? Dude, so I didn't tell you guys this, but there was an ABS light on earlier, and it's not on anymore, so.
Dude, it had a junky battery in it, and these cars need an AMG battery, or AGM battery.
Yeah.
Because there's like so many electronics, and if you put a junky battery in it, it'll like have all kinds of malfunctions.
I'm not like saying this for the camera. This is the most comfortable driving experience. Like, I can't feel the ground. It literally feels like a cloud.
Dude, these cars are awesome, and they're so underrated.
Okay, but let's not get ahead of ourselves here, guys. We didn't buy this car to get it running. I bought this car because I want to make it the most badass German muscle car that I could for under $3,000. This car caught my eye especially because when you lower these and you put cool wheels on them, they basically turn into absolute gangster mobiles. I mean, it already has like limo tent on all of the windows.
Oh, yeah. And lowering it is so easy.
Let's get it back to the shop. Let's get to work. Let's get modding.
Okay guys, car runs, but we got to address the oil. It's got sludgy oil. I know Lenny was saying, oh, let's just, not think about it. And if it was black, I'd be fine. We could run with the black. But I want to be able to do awesome burnouts and donuts in this thing, and we can't do that with sludgy oil. That's where I draw the line. So we got to give it a new filter, some fresh oil, and mod it and start beating on it. Okay, let's see how this oil looks.
Noah the Lube Tech. Wow. Wow, that is dark. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. That doesn't look too bad at all. I mean, it's really dirty, but it doesn't look too concerning. All right, we'll let this drain.
Yeah, maybe that sludge was just on the top.
All right, let's let this drain.
We got sludge there.
Wow, we're doing a filter change too? What was this? We're doing that so much. What the hell is that thing?
This is how all the Mercedes are. You don't need to change the O-rings. It's a myth perpetrated by Big Rubber. Get it all oiled up. Yeah, just gonna roll it on. Get that in there. Oil around the edges. Now we just gotta thread it in.
There we go.
This car's like, thank you.
Noah,
you for taking
pay
care of
attention
me.
to what you're doing.
It's fine. It'll lube up the belt. The car's like, thank you for taking good care of me. Just for us to go rip on it.
All right, guys, the car is back in the shop, and now it's time for modifications. This is my favorite part. First thing on the list. Now, you can't have a big body Benz without some cool wheels. So yesterday, me and Noah were scouring Marketplace, and we found these bad boys right here. 420 bucks, but the best part, he delivered them. So to the shop, 420 bucks. They're a little messed up, so we're gonna restore them, but there you go. That's a pretty decent looking rim. You know, it's not the best. Some AMG rims probably would have been better, but for 420 bucks, this is a budget build challenge after all. I think these are pretty damn good looking. I definitely could see these on like some G-Wagons or something. So let's get these painted so we can move on to the next thing. Oops. Oopsies. Now the store was out of wheel paint, so roll bar and chassis will have to do. Okay guys, while the wheels are drying, it's time to do the second modification, exhaust. While there isn't anything wrong with this exhaust system, it's just kind of non-existent. It's quiet. And for a gangster drug dealer S500 that's gonna be slammed on some big wheels, it's gotta have a little bit of noise presence. So I'm thinking we just cut it right here, and we'll just build out new shit. Now let me show you what we got. We got some quad tips. Well, this is a dual tip, but we have two of these. So this will look a whole lot better than just one. It'll look more like the Brabus style. I'm now realizing there's a cutout in the bumper, so we may have to cut part of this bumper out. Cut there, and we'll cut there. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, there we go. Look at that. I may or may not have cut a little bit into the control arm, but it's fine. Well, now I'm gonna hand it off to Noah for him to build the exhaust.
This is exactly how we're gonna build an awesome exhaust system for cheap, pretty easy, straightforward. This is a gangster S-Class. We don't need it to be the loudest car on the block. We just want it to have a good sounding tone. So basically that big restrictive muffler on the back, we got rid of. We're gonna throw on some pipe. We're gonna go like this. We're gonna add a resonator. It's not gonna do much, but it'll help just refine some of that sound. And then, there you go. Straight out the back. We'll throw the hanger right up here. It'll look great, it'll sound great. Lenny's gonna have to cut this bumper out so that the dual tips fit, but I mean, that's very simple. Look at that. Boom, just gotta weld it all together. Well, let's cut this groove out first. I know. Oh, fuck, it's hot. Holy shit, it's like sticky. Huh? Holy shit.
Dude, that shit landed on my lip.
That looks good.
There we go.
Let's get to welding.
All right, guys, while Noah is welding the exhaust, I'm gonna go ahead and do all of the lowering in this car. Now, you're probably looking at this going, that's not a coilover. How's that gonna lower the car? Well, these cars come factory with air struts. And then right here is the stock adjustment arm. Basically, this connects to the upper A-arm, so when there's weight on the wheels, they go up and it tells the computer how much air to pump. Well, you replace it with a different length bar, and you could basically just trick the computer into lowering the entire car, all four wheels. And what's cool about these is they're adjustable, so you can get it as low as you want. So while Noah's welding out the exhaust, I'm gonna go ahead and pop this one out, pop this one in, and do the same all around the car.
Okay, exhaust is done. We actually ran out of welding wire mid through and had to, throw in the flux wire, and it just reminded me so much of how much I hate flux core welding. That's what I learned on, because it's super cheap, super easy. You go to Harbor Freight, pick up a welder for $100, throw some flux core wire in it. You don't need to deal with any gas or anything. You got like 2 settings, that's it. Super easy to learn on, but it is absolute dog shit. If you want to get into welding, you got to get some kind of gas MIG. It's super easy, and then once you learn that, you could, you know, go on to TIG and learn all that stuff. But anyways, we have an awesome exhaust system on this now. Really inexpensive, just, you know, once again, this is all pipe that we bought on Amazon, so it's dirt cheap for this entire system. Looks super cool, and hopefully gives it a good, you know, V8 sound to it. So on to the next.
Wheels are done drying, so let's put them on. Now, whoever had this car before, well, actually, know who had this car before me. The freaking lug nuts are all locking lug nuts, of which is not in the glove box. It's not in the trunk. Such a nightmare. Ugh. There we go. All right, moment of truth. Will the new wheels fit, and will they look good? Dude, these look sick. Boom! Dude, that looks amazing. What do you think?
Much better than the Armanos.
Not only did we increase the size, they're freaking blacked out, and they got that like mini spoke look, which I think looks better than, I mean, I guess the other ones had many spokes, but they're ugly. All right, let's get the other 3 wheels on and get on the ground. Dude, this looks honestly like, and it still has to settle, it's still like a gap. It looks so much better. It looks like a modern Mercedes now. All right, I'm gonna back the car up a little bit. Let's hear how the car sounds.
Ooh. Ooh. A little bit of smoke.
You guys have seen us do this time and time again, but I think it makes one of the biggest differences when kind of fixing up a car. Freaking clean out the headlights, guys. It's something that takes like 15 minutes, and it honestly just transforms the front end of the car. Now, this car has a ton of faded paint all over the hood, so I really don't care that much, but we're gonna do what we can. It's getting dark, and I wanna see this car drive today. All right, guys, time for the clear coat. Okay, so far so better. I'm not looking for perfection here. This light was really bad. Now I'm gonna work on the other side, and then we'll pull the car out.
Hey, do you have any Coke?
Oh, my friend, I have everything that you need. I got Diet Coke and I got the regular in the trunk. What you want? All right, guys, we're in the Gangster Mobile. This thing is literally like driving on a cloud. I know I said that earlier, but it's the thing that keeps coming to my head. I drive this car and like the seat feels like it has suspension in it. The car is just so glidey. The cool thing about these cars is you want to lower them, you don't have to sacrifice and get lowering springs, which will like make the ride quality crap. You get the lowering links, it lowers the car, but you still retain like that beautiful suspension feel. Yeah,
I'm actually surprised the pre-adjustment that it came with. Usually when you buy lowering links, they come with instructions. This time it didn't, and the adjustment was kind of
we could lower it more if we wanted to, but I'm honestly not too I kind of like it where it is right now. I mean, slammed is always better, but I think it's fine. And this is a good daily drivable level where like I'm not gonna scrape on everything.
Yeah, this car is insane, and the fact that you could pick them up so cheap. This car has what, almost 200,000 miles?
Oh, yeah.
That's nothing. That's not even breaking it in. It isn't even past the break-in period yet. These things go 1,000,000 miles.
Oh, literally, I think there's literally examples of these cars with 1,000,000 miles. And like this example, I know we got it off a lady, you know, she's getting into a new car, she doesn't need this anymore. But this thing, like, she kept the interior pristine. Unfortunately, the sun damage on the clear, like, you know, you're just gonna have to do a little bit of work there. But the interior is flawless. Like, everything's
Except for the
here.
old lady smelling here.
Yeah, it doesn't smell great. Can you believe, like, I bet you like almost no S500s on the market still have this in the car.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Like, she literally took the care and like everything is still here. Everything.
And all the cup holders work.
All
the
cup
biggest
holders
thing
work.
is looking at if the wood is cracked.
Which I don't think it is at all.
The seats are so nice. These cars are amazing.
And even like when I was beating on it, you know, when I was spinning the tires and you know, roasting some of that rubber, like the car, like it didn't feel like I was beating on the car. It took it, and it was just so happy about it.
Yeah, like a 50s housewife, this thing takes a beating.
Dude, literally, I was able to just mash the pedal. You know, the car's not overheating. This thing is a tank. Honestly, some of the noises that was happening at idle went away. So this thing actually like is running better, which these engines are tanks. They run forever.
Yeah, the whole car's a tank. I mean, even this door is like just like the biggest like vault door of all.
Yeah, no, when Noah had the CL600 on the channel, you know, that drivetrain was very special, and it is way cooler than this drivetrain. I mean, twin turbo V12, if you guys don't know, we tuned it. The
That
thing
is so fast.
was probably the fastest car I've ever been in, and we've been in some pretty fast cars. And this really just feels like a four-door version of it, like the interior-wise. It's pretty much the same car.
Yeah, they're very similar. And then even with the V8, I mean, I know you think, oh, V8, you know, it's 4 less cylinders, no turbos, but the V8s are good. They make a good amount of torque. They move the car. I mean, I'm perfectly happy with that.
No,
at least you know that it's reliable, which is crazy because usually German V8s are not reliable. But you don't have to worry about the turbos going out.
Dude, even on your
or anything
V12,
like
your
that.
twin turbo V12, you did some burnouts, the radiator pipe exploded. You put a new radiator pipe on it, and the thing like literally wanted to do
Yeah,
more
the
burnouts.
hose. Yeah. I mean, we got lucky. I mean, those cars, when they break, it can cost a fortune. Now, the Achilles heel with this car is the aromatic suspension. Now, luckily, the lady was saying that the front had been replaced recently. I don't know about the rear, but it is something that when they go bad, they need attention.
Yeah,
So,
and luckily, you could buy like under $500, you could buy brand new bags, a new compressor. You don't have to break the bank. Now, that'd be for some cheap parts that we would probably buy. Overall, these cars don't have a whole lot of flaws.
yeah, that's like the one thing. And if you do the work yourself, it's not that expensive. The lady was freaking out. She just spent the money on the aromatic. So she heard a noise from the engine bay and she thought, oh my God, it's gonna be a fortune. I need to get rid of this. And then obviously the peeling paint.
Yeah.
And that's why we were able to scoop in, and it was a belt, a tensioner.
Literally a belt tensioner and a new battery, and this thing is back to running condition.
Yeah.
We're talking about a few $100 here. $1,500 for this car is an absolute steal. And for the amount of work that we have put into it, I am very happy. And we're still under budget, guys.
Guys, we did it. We built a badass gangster looking sedan. I mean, we did wheels, we did lowering links, we did a quad tip exhaust. The thing's already got tinted windows. But the biggest kicker is we did it all for under $3,000. This is a prime example of you don't need money to have a cool build. Now, if I want to take it to the next step, we probably get some of the clear coat fixed. You know, there's a few random noises when you drive the car that maybe I'd address. But for now, it's a great daily driver, and that's all that matters. Budget gangster car. If you like this kind of content, make sure to subscribe. Check out backspeedboys.com if you want some sick merch like this. The ones on the website won't be greasy like this one. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, like it, comment down below what you would have done to this car differently that I didn't do, and I'll see you on the next one.